Hi. There is something huge that has happened recently that has been a giant shift in this precious metals bull market. And it's going to make this completely different than the bull market of the 70s. This is the CPM Gold Yearbook back from 2008. Jeff Christian of CPM Group produces this, and Jeff is one of the premier experts on precious metals in the world. However, he does tend to always err on the bearish side. Whatever his estimates have been during this entire bull market, the following year, he's underestimated where gold is going. And here, this is official transactions, and that means central banks' sales or purchases. And you add up all of the different purchases and sales, and you see whether it adds up to net sales, which is a negative number, or net purchases, which is a positive number. And so the zero line is where nothing is happening. But the big thing here is that 1971 until 1980, basically the central banks were selling the whole time. They weren't buying. And then we've got the bull market of, well, we've got the 90s. This is a manipulation going on. Then we've got the bull market of the 2000s here. And there's always a projection. So this is the 08 yearbook, and it has the gold sales for 07 and then a projection for 08. And the projection here is that they were going to sell about 13 million ounces. And then you go to the 09 yearbook, 09, and the numbers are now in for 08. And in 08, it turns out that they only sold about 5 million ounces. The less they sell into the market, the higher the price is. The more they sell into the market, the lower the price is. Then his projection for 09 is that they're going to sell about 4 million ounces into the market in 09. And if we grab the 2010 yearbook, the numbers are in, and instead of selling 4 million ounces, they bought 15 million ounces. I can't tell you what an enormous shift in this bull market that is. That means that governments around the world are starting to distrust the dollar, that they're starting to panic. They have, you know, it's when one country blinks, that's when this whole thing is over with. This means the dollar is toast eventually. And this is only 15 million ounces, and that doesn't include suspected buying by Iran and China and several other countries that have been buying under the table, and they don't have the official numbers because they don't report them to the World Bank and the IMF and so on. But you know, here's one of the experts. He's just reporting data, but this bar here where it's a 2009 projection or 2010 projection, we've got it about 9 million ounces. And I have a feeling when this data comes out in just a couple of days, it's going to be released 4 days from now, we'll have the 2011 yearbook. This is probably going to be up near the top of the chart or maybe off the chart. I don't know. What I do know, though, is that there's news headlines about Iran accumulating gold and getting rid of dollar reserves. So here's an example. This is the Financial Times, and right here on the front page, it's saying, you know, Iran bolsters gold reserves to cut exposure to dollar. This isn't officially reported. This ends up being reported by the news media, not by the IMF, the World Bank, the World Gold Council. So this is the big game changer. It's something that I've been waiting for quite a while. You know, and I don't know how long this bull market is going to continue to go, but I do know it's going to be the greatest bull market in history. Thanks. There is no culture or country or currency that is safe from the US dollar. If the US dollar catches a cold, it is contagious. And if it catches a cold, the rest of the world will get sick. Except this time, I don't think it's just a cold. I think the US dollar has cancer. This isn't going to be pretty when it happens. I am not an end-of-worlder or a doomsday guy. All you can do is play the hand that you are dealt. And if this does happen, and I believe it will happen no matter what we do.